Look, Adidas has been producing some serious bangers of running shoes. Starting here, the Pro 4. I ran Boston and London in this exact pair of shoes. But the mother of all race day shoes, from the Adidas brand at least, is the Pro EVo. Now I know the second one has come out, just managed to get my hands on the first one. These are all race day shoes. What about training? How do you get yourself ready for that race day? You either have the EVO SL or the newly released Boston 13. Which one of these two shoes should you get? Now look. YouTubers try to get you to watch the whole video and then, including me by the way, they try to get you to watch the whole video and then you get to the end and they tell you, if they do tell you which one. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna waste your time, I don't wanna waste my time. Between these two shoes, this one here, this one. If you don't like the look of this one. The SL. EVO SL is the shoe you should get. Simple. It's I don't want to waste your time, bro. If you want to stick around and understand why, please do. All right, let's get to it. My name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day. As at the time of film, I forgot. And I'm good with being me. As at the time of filming this, you've given me 21,770 subscribers. Thank you very much. Let's get on with the show. All right. Aubrey, why the EVO SL? Well, let's start here. The price, bro. $140 for the Boston 13. $140, and imagine I'm saying there's a cheaper shoe. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'll go with this all day. All day, I'll go with that. 10 pounds is a lot. Price. And the weight. I wear a 9.5 UK, which both these shoes are. 267 grams for the Boston 13 versus 241 grams. Let me emphasize, I could give a damn about that weight difference. Honestly, it makes no difference when you look at what these shoes are for. But again, it's just another objective way of saying the EVO SL is better. Okay, let's talk about stack height. Now, both of them are 6mm drop shoes. However, this one is starting at 38mm. That's going to tell you one of the reasons why. So 38 versus 32. This one is starting at 36 and 30. Okay, there's a reason why this shoe sort of outperforms this one in some regard, and we'll touch on that. But let me just say, those are three objective measures that make this one much better. It's cheaper, it's lighter, and you know what? It's got more cushion for the pushing. This one. Before we go on too far, let's get on some disclosures. I'm a Sports Direct running ambassador, which means they provide running shoes for me to run in and give you guys a review. But also, I share links. If you choose to buy the shoes through my link, it supports me and my channel at no cost to you. Please do it. Otherwise, don't feel too pressured. As long as you get value-adding information from these reviews, that's what me and Sports Direct have agreed. If you choose to, the link will be in the description down below. Let's start. All right, we're going to go from the top, work our way down. Okay, so let's just have a normal conversation. No jargon, just me talking about these two shoes, putting them apart, trying to see what sets them apart, and to justify my reason for saying the EVO SL. Let's start with the heel. Both of them are equally padded. I'm just gonna be petty if I start picking at things. These being trainers, not race day as such. However, this can be much more versatile. The Boston 13 is much more versatile in terms of speed, even race day, than the EVO SL. But in terms of the heel, I didn't have any issues in either. I'm not really gonna set them apart. I don't see a difference. One objective thing that the Boston 13 wins at, the tongue is gusseted, okay? I need you to know that. The tongue is gusseted on the Boston 13, and I like that. Secondly, the tongue in the Boston 13 is also much better in terms of this padding. You see, the EVO SL has this, where it says Adi Zero over here, that provides some cushion against lace bite. But where you actually tie the laces, it's still a thin tongue. Whereas the Boston 13 has you covered. The padding on this tongue, the fact that it's gusseted, easy. The Boston 13 definitely has a better tongue. It's as simple as that. Let's not argue. Let's talk about laces. Both of these laces, Adidas, bro. Come here, bro. Adidas. I don't understand what we're doing with these laces. You know, I've had the privilege of being at launch events for both these shoes. And every single time, there's a lady, her name is Charlotte. Charlotte is amazing at what she does. She's part of the Adizero team at Adidas. And I said, listen, the Pro 4, one of the best running shoes ever made, apart from the laces. EVO SL, this shoe is gonna change every runner's mind, apart from the laces. The Boston 13, apart from the laces. I don't know what's happening at Adidas. Adidas, bro, come on, don't come here, Adidas. Come here, bro. What are we doing, Adidas? Come on, let's talk about these laces. What are we doing? Okay, let's move on. The upper. Now, I have to start here. This shoe, when it came out, its next version is about 450 pounds because of how lightweight, but you know what? It just looks delicious. It's because of this. I feel like the EVO SL just has a look about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think this is a good looking shoe, but it looks like a running shoe. That's not a bad thing, by the way. But this one just looks like it just, you know. So in terms of appearance, aesthetics, in terms of the upper, this is it. This, to me, is a much better aesthetic. Let's talk about performance. I prefer the Boston 13 for one reason, durability. This feels like an upper that's gonna stay with me for a long time. Secondly, the lockdown. Now, this one feels, and it is, let me not say it feels, it is intentionally designed for performance. Whereas the EVO SL, it is a daily trainer, but you know what? It has a casual feel to it. It has a relaxed feel to it. Now, I like it for that. If I want to lock in and go serious, I don't know if I want to stop at the Boston 13 when I've got a Pro 4. If you don't have a Pro 4, however, this upper, from a performance perspective, from the fit, I do prefer the Boston 13. So they're going to share points in that perspective. But you know the saying, when you look good, you run good. In other words, we're over here. All right, how about, do these shoes fit true to size? Yes, I had no problems with either of them. I wear a 9.5 UK. Both of them fit like a 9.5 UK. I've been running in the EVO SL for quite some time now, and I did do a very long run ahead of running Boston Marathon in the Boston 13. I've had it for quite some time. Right, let's talk about the midsole now. Here is where these shoes set themselves apart. Oh, the Pro EVo. Mm-hmm. Stay over there. You stay over here. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Let me just finish this. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Don't worry. I'll be with you in a second. Right. Midsoles. The distinguishing objective difference here, ignore the foams for a second, okay, is the fact that the Boston 13 has carbon-infused rods, okay? You can see them through the underside, and you can also see them through here on the side, on the outside of the midsole. That is one of the distinguishing factors. So if pace, speed, even race day, this shoe is gonna kick this one's butt any single point, okay? That is one of the objective differences. However, this is 38 millimeters versus 32 of this Light Strike Pro. Now, when you hear fancy names of foams, just know that not all foams that say Light Strike Pro are the same foam. They're different iterations of that. You're gonna see the same here, Light Strike Pro. What you need to know is within the Boston 13, when you compare it to the 12, they've added a bit more of the Light Strike Pro while decreasing on the lesser, the Light Strike foam, giving you much less and therefore making it lighter. But the Light Strike Pro in this shoe has been increased, giving it a bit more of a bouncier, snappier run. However, with the type of running that I do, it's fully decided in me that of these two shoes, I'm going with the EVO SL because of the stack height, because of how this feels generally. It feels much more comfortable, much more plush as a shoe compared to this one, which is fine-tuned to just get you going. It's fine-tuned to kind of do your long runs at a pace. Whereas this, I find, because of my running, I can vary it, You know what? I even wear this on the school run. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In fact, when we attended the launch, it was pitched as, what if you had a lifestyle shoe that you could run in as well? And I agree with that brief. That's what this is. And I like the look of it for anything in terms of lifestyle, going about your business every day, as well as a very versatile running shoe at 130 pounds, giving you premium features all the way. Okay? Outsole. In terms of the outsole, it is not even to be discussed. The Boston 13 has a much better outsole than the EVO SL. Both from a performance perspective, durability perspective, and just how swaggy it is in terms of how good the components are. Light traction, that is the exact outsole material in the Pro 4. I love it when brands do that to give you their premium materials, premium features that they have in the higher end shoes in something that is a bit more of an affordable package. Like I said, the Light Strike Pro, that is a foam that was in the Adidas Pro 3, which is their premium race day world record breaking shoe, but you're getting it in a 130 pounds package, right? So to have light traction in an outsole in 140 package, continental rubber, I love that about the Boston 13. So from an outsole perspective, let's not even have a discussion, bang, bang. Again though, which one? Simple. For me, EVO SL. I'm not gonna waste your time, that's it. Anyway, if you wanna see in detail what I said about this shoe, I'm gonna put a link that you can see. Click on this box here. If you wanna see my recent review of the Boston 13, that will be up here. This was actually a really cool video. I filmed it on the way to Boston Marathon. There you go. So, thank you very much for sitting through yet another video, and I'll see you at the next one.